Hi, it's me, it's Debbie, and so I'm getting ready to do our project where we are creating a recipe for a specific group. This one is aimed toward those with cardiovascular disease and more specifically diabetes, and you'll see that by the ingredients. So let's go ahead over the ingredients. I've gone ahead and prepped everything, the entire kitchen. This area has been clean, the utensils are clean. We've made sure there's no chance of cross-contamination with anything. Our raw meat is sectioned off, and the produce and everything was washed prior to cutting. We want to actually start to cook our onion first, and we're going to cook it for about 7 minutes. Next thing we're going to do, because we don't have anything to burn, is we're going to put in about a tablespoon. You can use olive oil, not extra virgin olive oil, just olive oil. And then we've already chopped our medium onion, so it's going to be half of that. So we're just going to go ahead and put those in. And we're going to start cooking it again for about 7 minutes. While this is cooking, now we're going to go ahead and start to add in our other ingredients. So this time we are going to add our ground chicken. Since this is ground chicken, we'll be testing it to make sure that after it looks like it's cooked, that it has reached an internal temperature. When I say internal, when we're sticking it in it, of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, so at this point in time, we'll check the internal temperature to make sure that it's 165 degrees Fahrenheit. And once we have done that, we have cauliflowered rice, so this is actually already been heated. Our last ingredient is going to be our 3/4 of a teaspoon of oregano. So we just want to mix all of this up. So at this point in time, we've got the right consistency that we're looking for. And so what we're going to do next is we're just going to turn this off. And we can move this off the burner that we were using. We have prepped our peppers. We don't want our peppers to burn. We use a little bit of oil. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to actually move this pan over here. It's going to go in the oven anyway, so it doesn't matter if it gets a little bit warm. And then we are going to spoon the mixture into each pepper and cover. Alright, so our oven is still at 400 degrees and it is ready to go. So if you were doing whole peppers, we would put this in for about 35 minutes, but we can half the time. So we're going to just check it at about 15 minutes because these peppers are smaller. So we will be back to check it in about 15 minutes. Alright, it's been about 15 minutes, so what we're going to do is we're going to check on our peppers. And you can basically bake them to whatever makes you happy. You can see they're starting to split open a little bit. So these look really good to me. You can see all the tops are done. So, traditionally you usually put something like mozzarella cheese on it. We switched it up a little bit and we're going to use feta cheese. Thank you for watching. You can let it cool to whatever temperature that you desire. Hopefully it is cool. Just make sure that you're following the USDA rules as far as cooling temperature, letting it sitting out before it goes in the refrigerator for any leftovers. But I hope you enjoyed my video. Have a great day.